It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Everyone in their seats here in Boston to watch the Celtics on the home court. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And also joining us on the sidelines, the league's most valuable player in 2004, Kevin Garnett. KG, it is great to have you with us.
Kay, how you been, man? It's good to see you,
Waiting for you to sit right here next to us. That's what I've been waiting for.
Man, thank you for having me, man. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Can't wait to get inside your impressions of this game. It'll be a lot of fun. Looking at Boston, they took a win in their last game against the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Trading blows in that one, they did win by 3.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
The other thing it does, Greg, it opens up the floor, right? The other team had zero answer for their outside shooting in that one.
Favors is out there with Rain Man, and it's the natural, then it's the machine, and it's Simmons in at the 2. The pass to the machine. Here's the natural to the paint. Here's Rain Man. The natural, the pass to Rain Man. Simmons on the wing. Outside, Favors. Out to the wing. Here's Rain Man. Here's the machine. And finally they hit one. The machine's got his second basket of the game.
Just an innate ability to rebound the basketball and then make the defense pay.
Already, I mean, we are seeing the full range of a skill set on display. Get ready for a big-time game from this guy.
And, Kev, you think of the great ones. You, Kobe, Jordan.
Timmy,
yeah, how about him? They worked harder than anybody else, Kevin.
And what you learn is that the similarity or the parallel that you all have is our inner animal that you never speak about. You know, we're all a little off. We're all a little dark, but that's what pushes you through pain. That's what pushes you through tough moments. When someone says you can't, when someone says this is not possible, this is unreal, no one's ever done it, that's the moment you're looking for. The moment someone told Kobe that he couldn't get over 50, 60, something Jordan couldn't do, he was driven in that. And if Phil wouldn't have stopped him, he probably would have reached 100 points.
He probably would have, yeah.
You know, he did Will Chamberlain a favor. And that's just real. He was in that type of mode. We all share that passion. We all share that drive. And the ones that have that inner darkness, we all understand.
It's like a split personality, huh?
It's almost like another level.
Yeah. Here's what Boston's going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Horford. Tatum comes in for Yabusele. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Harrison in for Jordan Crawford. Johnson, he's checked in for the machine. Here's Harrison. They set the pick. Irving with a clean look and unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Celtics on D, trailing by 2. Here's Rain Man. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Listen, we know Steven Adams is one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. You've got to have great awareness about him on the glass.
And the Celtics with possession here. Harrison. Boston, no good that time either. 16 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. It's good. Rain Man's got his first 2 points.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Boy, seizing control right away. Send a message on that possession. Boy, they leave an area of the floor totally unprotected, and he lets it go to waste.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So So 2 free throws coming up. And Boston called for the foul. And so it's the visiting team with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. We'll return shortly. The second quarter beginning in just a moment. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I tell you what.
Celtics trail by 6. And people may not know, KG, that you're not just a broadcaster for 2K, but you're a member of the 2K community.
Have you been keeping up with the community, man?
Oh, yeah, very much so.
Man, listen, shout out to all the 2K players out there. I'm Jizzle Lord. Y'all know what it is. I'm Jizzle Lord 5. Shout out to my OBF team. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to Dex. Shout out to Bug. Shout out to everybody out there playing. Wow. Right. We definitely.
Wow.
It's all good. You know, I'm OBF. I'm about the team. I'm gang. You know what it is. Jizzle Lord. Y'all holler at me. Y'all know what it is, 2K. Right.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Celtics. Harrison out there with Brown. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Tatum, and it's Ojale in at the 4. Knocked loose and taken away by Johnson. And then Johnson with the jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
And now it's a double-digit lead. And it's 7 points for Rain Man.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
But Greg, no resistance, right? They're allowing them to get any kind of shot they want close. That simply can't happen.
1:35 left in the first half. Yabusele passes to Crawford. Here's Harrison. 6 on the shot clock, and that's a foul called on J.J. Barea. That's his first foul. Irving's checked in for Harrison. Here's Irving, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Crawford, no one around him. And just miss after miss right now. Adding a lot of flavor to the mix, Kevin Garnett. Kevin, thanks for stopping by. Always a pleasure. Hope you join us again sometime.
Man, Kevin, it's always a pleasure, man. It's always great to see you, man. Anytime you need me, you holler at me, all right?
Future Hall of Famer and a terrific person, Kevin Garnett. And Doris, one of the things that really strikes me about KG, he's as smart as he is athletically gifted. What a treat to have him join us tonight.
Well, I'm in awe of his enthusiasm, and it's not just when he's talking, but when others are talking as well. There's so much life to the conversation. Everything he brought to the court for 21 years, he now brings to the booth.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Outside Irving, and the shot is long. We've got 28 seconds left in the second quarter. And no good. So the Celtics will take it the other way.
Oh boy, that's 2 on him now. And if he gets a 3rd foul before halftime, his playing time is going to have to be limited for a bit.
First trip to the line for him here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie can get to the free throw line and collect a lot of points because of his ability to drive it.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Pass to Barea. Here's the natural, covered by Irving. Pass to the machine. The shot's good. The machine's got 6.
indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. The away.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We so hope you enjoyed our first half. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, checking out the visiting team. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Boston?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jump.
And we're just about ready for the start.
Never a shortage of motion on Soldiers Field Road as we welcome you back to historic Boston. The second half just about to get going here. You look at Rain Man. Here's Irving. And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Thomas is out there with the machine. Then it's Simmons. And it's the natural. And it's Rain Man in at the 3 slot. Wasted no time on that one. He's got 9.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you've got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Here's Irving. Out to the right wing. Yabusele. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, they're just giving him that shot. An easy opportunity for 3 just slips away.
Rain Man passes to the natural. Fires from deep. That one's not going to go. Celtics trail by 12. In the corner, Irving with it. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Here's Thomas. Passes it to the machine. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. And that's now 9 points for the machine.
That is such a tough matchup for smaller defenders out there. He can simply shoot right over them.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Zubac is checked in for Horford. Tatum comes in for Yabusele. And it's Brown in for Jordan Crawford. So it's the visitors now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. Some changes for Boston. Ojale is checked in for Hayward. And it's Harrison in for Kyrie Irving. Over to the wing. Here's Harrison. And the shot falls short this time.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
And pushing it up, here's Boston from 15 feet away. And that one, good.
And if you're sensing a concern, best thing you can do is call timeout.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. You've got to get this game under control. I think he sees some adjustments he can make.
1:14 left in the third quarter. Here's Adams. It's hauled in by Brown.
Amazing tenacity attacking the basket, and I'm sure he won't miss that next time.
Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Rain Man. He's got 9. No problems knocking that one down. That's now 8 points for the natural.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
the pass to Ojal. There's the screen. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Yabusele, he's checked in for Boston. 32 seconds left in the third. Pass to Zubac. Over Favors. No good on the fadeaway. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the third. It's hauled in by Zubac. Celtics trail by 16. Here's Tatum. Another shot. It's hauled in by Adams.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The away team up by 16. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Piece by piece, chip away. See if you can't, next time we get together, have it down a few.
Brad Stevens reminding his guys you still have time to get where you want to be. Just take it one possession at a time.
Well, he wants them to relax. I mean, there are going to be ups and downs over the course of a game. Just breathe and play.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Horford is out there with Yabusele, and it's Hayward. Then there's Jordan Crawford, and it's Irving at the point guard position. That's the Boston Five. Here's the natural. And the layup falls.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Poke loose. Here's the break. There's the lob to the hoop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling it on at this point.
You know, the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now. And
it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Well, that's just taking your eyes off the target before releasing the pass. Very careless.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Pass to Yabusele. Back to Irving. They set the screen. There's the steal. Shoots. Passes it to the machine. And stolen by Hayward. Poked away. And stolen by Simmons. The natural, the pass to the machine. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Boy, nice feed. Leading him into some space. A nice catch on the run, too. Wow.
They get a hand on it. Pushing it up. Here's Yabusele. 1:15 left to play here in the fourth. Here's the machine. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Well, there is clearly a size mismatch, and from the mid-range, there's no way that shot's going to be blocked.
Picked by Horford. Crawford dishes to Irving to stop the run. That one doesn't go.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously cold right now, but he's trying to find that rhythm. You've got to keep working.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
I think that's exactly the mentality you have to have. You don't want to give this team any hope of coming back.
Puts up a 3. Again, Irving missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The natural, the pass to Rainman. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Here's the natural, covered by Irving. It's 2-on-1. Here's Crawford. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Here's Barea. Can't get it to fall. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast of the Pacers live from Indianapolis, Indiana. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Well, it was the Indiana Pacers in their last game, a loss to the Hawks.
And that's what happens when you become too perimeter-oriented. If you're not hot, you don't score.
I think if the coaching staff goes back and looks at the film and you assess the quality of looks, they're not going to be happy about it. At times, they just failed to take advantage of the openings for the best shooters.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. The natural out there was Simmons. Then it's the machine. Then there's Favors. And it's Rain Man in at the small forward position.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now here's Walker. And Oladipo kicks to Grant. Knocked loose. And they're pushing it up. An even 3-on-3 break. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Oladipo dishes to Grant. With some arc, misses at the rim.
And the effort and anticipation on defense won't show up in the individual stat sheet, but effective.
Yeah, he takes a nice angle on it. He doesn't get the block, but he does get the alter.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That is his first foul of the game. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Now here's Walker. He's guarded closely. There's the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Turner kicks to Oladipo. And finished off by Oladipo.
Well, he's got hops, Kevin. A 42-inch vertical at the 2013 Combine. Definitely a high riser.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with the Pacers head coach. He said the first thing is to control the boards. He said nothing frustrates me more than giving up second chance points. And today, I don't want to be frustrated. We'll see if they have listened to him, Kevin.
Much appreciated, David. Thank you. So what does that mean if your man is doing a better job cleaning the paint? And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Tipped away. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Well, terrific anticipation, using the hands How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Here's Anabogu. Shot clock at 6. Sabonis, and the Pacers can't get it to go. Here's the machine. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Unhindered, going all the way. And he goes in for the dunk.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. The away team, they're up by 10. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for... Pacers trail by 10. Johnson is out there with Rain Man. Then there's Allen. And then there's Steven Adams, and it's Neto in at the point. They get it again. Short. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. George has got the first basket of the second quarter for the Pacers. Pass to Rain Man. Back to Neto. The three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You know, at least get a hand up. It's not too much to ask from a coaching staff. Just not intimidating defense at all on that possession.
There's a screen. Here's Mwaba. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. To the middle. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Passes it to the machine. Inside, Chandler with the steal. Here's Morrison. Henderson defending. Tries a three. Morrison can't hit. Thomas passes to Henderson to the inside, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Pacers trail by 9. Here's Morrison, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
The Pacers making a switch here. Oladipo's checked in. Here's Indiana now. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Over in the corner, Turner. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Here's the natural. Lays it up and banks it in.
Timeout, timeout.
The natural's got his second basket of the game.
And nicely done. Running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
The exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Outside, Walker. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Leaf checked in for Indiana. Oladipo against Henderson. Tipped away. And they're on the break. Here's the natural. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
And that's where the defense failed. You can't let him throw that down. You've got to get over and foul him, send him to the free throw line.
Walker with a clean look. Walker missing again. Here's Rain Man. He's covered by Grant. That one drops for him. The Machine's got 6.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
With 2 seconds left, and it's good on the way in. 8 points for him.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose.
And so it's the visiting team. Out in front by 17 points at the
2K Sports Halftime
Welcome
Show.
back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to checking out the visiting team. Kenny?
Well, their field goal percentage is a number that jumps off the page. May I say it's Shaq-like?
That's a good one.
Seriously, they're incredibly efficient shooting the basketball, and I don't think they settle for any bad shots. And you're never going to go wrong with that strategy.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
Well, one reason they're getting...
And that is just about going to wrap it up as the second half is moments away. Down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew.
Downtown Indianapolis glowing in the distance as we welcome you back to the action here at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a 1. Pacers trail by 17. They've got Grant. Leaf is out there with Miles Turner. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Walker in at point guard. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Here's the natural. Here's Rain Man. Buries it down low.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Turner with the screen. Right side to Walker. Inside. And Turner the bucket on the assist by Walker.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Over to the wing. And there's the pass to Rain Man. Off target with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Rob. Pulls up. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Rain Man's got 10 points in the game. And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And they're moving it up. Throws it up high.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Pacers trail by 19. Knocked away. 1:14 left in the third quarter. Pass to Leaf. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
Here's Sabonis. He's covered by Favors. 5 to shoot. Here's George. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Derek Favors.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Barea kicks to Adams. Chandler with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Sabonis with the bucket.
So he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness. Zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
Back to Allen. Kicks it to Barea. Allen in the post. Defended by George. No good. Here's Morrison. And not sure what he was thinking there. Allen dishes to Barea. Ball stolen. Here's Morrison, guarded by Barea. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tony Allen. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Indiana shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Got it off in time. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the visiting team. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. They've got Steven Adams. Allen is out there with Johnson. Then there's J.J. Barea, and it's Neto in at the 1 spot. Adams, the pass to Allen. And the 3 off target. Pacers trail by 15. Lob pass to George. Now Barea. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
And so it's Indiana with it. Here's Nwaba. Poked loose. And here's the break. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And showing a good nose for the ball there. Picks it clean, and he's off to the races.
And a good decision on the move. Too often we see teams have this kind of opportunity and fail to convert.
With the fadeaway. And he overshot that one, missing.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. They need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
Timeout.
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
I can imagine a lot of things right now, but a comeback, that's not one of them.
There's a minute 47 left to play here in the fourth. And Jonathan Simmons gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Get open.
Outside Turner.
Come on, shoot.
Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Oladipo against Simmons. Here's Turner. It's blocked. Fast break. Here we go. And here we go. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
And here's Walker outside. And Derek Favors pulls it down. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Outside, Simmons. Down low. Pass to the natural. 6 to shoot.
Good D.
Lays it up off the glass.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
Down low,
just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. And it's good for 2. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's the machine, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I think they have been winning the battle of shot selection here in the second half, and that's led to an excellent shooting percentage from the field.
And it's Walker penetrating. It's deflected. Out to Turner. Launches it. Turner can't get that one to fall. Here's the natural. Off the mark. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And coming right up, we'll see this home squad playing against the Hawks. Well, for Atlanta, they were swept by this team last season, losing all 3 games they played against them. So they'll be motivated tonight. And you look at the Hawks.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. Last outing for Atlanta, they won that game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And guys, it could have gone either way. Nearly won that one by 2.
You could see it in that game, despite the odds going against them. Once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win it.
Yeah, well, by that point, their confidence levels were through the roof. They truly knew that they could hang with those guys.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Smart is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Collins, and it's McDaniel at the 5. With the teardrop, it's deflected, but he stays with it. Collins kicks to Prince. Second chance shot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And so here's the home team. Here's the natural. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now here's Smart. From beyond the arc, Prince misses. Atlanta on D. Rain Man passes to the natural. Here's Rain Man, guarded by Prince, and the pass to the natural. 6 to shoot. From past the arc. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Well, the defense had nothing to do with that turnover. They're just fortunate. That's just plain sloppy passing.
And the Hawks with possession here. 1:42 left to play in the first quarter. Ball's knocked loose. And here's Atlanta. And Jonathan Simmons gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Raul Netos checked in for Jonathan Simmons. The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the night.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, he's not making any mistakes up there today. Another solid trip to the line for him.
Here's the natural. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Adams, he's checked in for Derek Favors. Zach LaVine's checked in for the Hawks. They set the pick. Tipped away. And here's the fast break. Here's the natural. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And how about the fast hands and then getting right out in transition?
I mean, look, I was going to say you're attacking on both ends, quickly going from defense to offense.
LaVine, good.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Here's the natural in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Shot by Collins, no good.
I'm not sure if he was trying to show off or what, but he made an easy shot 10 times more difficult by fading away.
The natural, the pass to the machine. Shoot from the right block. Pass to the natural. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Here's Rain Man. Knocks down the 3 ball.
That's his mindset. Attack, attack, attack whenever possible.
And it's Schroeder missing. Here's the lob to Adams. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. And so it's the home team with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. Guys, what's your take on the home team? The Hawks trail by 6. They've got Adams. Rainman is out there with Johnson. And it's Tony Allen. And it's Barea in at the 1. Levine can't hit. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks, they've got Levine, also Payne out there, and it's Siakam in at the power forward.
Fruitful possession, just doing what they can to extend the lead.
And that's what you have to do. Stay in the moment. Keep grinding.
Feeds it to Allen. Passes it to Adams. Here's Rainman, guarded by Levine. Here's Rainman. Adams, the pass to Rainman. Second chance shot. They shoot again. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
He's still looking to get into a groove this quarter.
Hawks making a switch here. Smart's checked in. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And Smart with a clear path to the hoop. Count that one. Smart's got his first basket.
That's just elite defense by Smart. Seizing the opportunity and taking it the other way.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Pass to McDaniel. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Takes the 13-footer. Good. He hits the jump shot.
He's just able to shoot over people at a high rate.
But yeah, using his size. That's what I like about his game. He understands where he has the advantage. Then he exploits.
McDaniel grabs the miss.
That's just a quick move to the 10 and an even quicker reaction by the D to stop him.
Gay, that's good.
You can't forget about the precise mid-range shooting of Gay. He's as good as they come from there.
Here's Favors, and then Favors with the dunk.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Payne kicks to Siakam. The feed now to Payne. He dishes it to Smart. Hits the three-point bomb. Smart's got 5.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Allen kicks to Simmons. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting. Good movement there. And the lead pass was right where it needed to be.
Here's Allen. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Gay. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. 13 feet away. Simmons dishes to Adams, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Here's Payne. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Kicks it to Bazemore. From deep three-point range, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the home team, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime
We so
Show.
hope you enjoyed our first half. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the half, taking a look at this home squad. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket. Just shoot the high percentage shot. No jumpers, no threes. They're being a more aggressive team, the more physical team. They're definitely going to win this game, Ernie.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Atlanta.
Well, I think their problem is rebounding, Ernie. You know, when you're trying to come back in a game, every possession counts because each possession can turn into points, and you need to cut that deficit quickly.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. You look at the natural, he's been playing really well.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, when you're trying.
The Hawks trail by 7. Rain Man is out there with Favors. Then it's Simmons. Then it's the natural. And it's the machine in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. They set the screen. McDaniel, the pass to Collins. Clock is at 3. The tray. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Picked his pocket. For the finish. Oh, wow. And he dunks it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. Great D that time from Favors.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Simmons passes to Rain Man. Clock at 6. The pass to the machine. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
Levine's checked in for Atlanta. There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter of the game. Dishes it to Schroeder. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Third straight miss to start the half, but it's still early. No need to panic.
Here's Rain Man. He has 7. To the right side. That one falls. Rain Man's got 9.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Schroeder passes to McDaniel. Fires for 3, and that one's good. Schroeder.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Up top, Favors. In the corner, Simmons with it. Back to Favors. There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. To the paint, here's the machine, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Schroeder. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Schroeder's got it back down to single digits for the Hawks. Schroeder's gotten 2 of his 3 attempts to fall from beyond the arc. From downtown, down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Well, he's played a smart and strong game. His field goal percentage proves it.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's the natural. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink.
And so it's the home team with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Be more committed in the paint. Go block a shot. Go get a board. Get more active in the paint.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Rudy Gay is out there with Collins. Then there's Kent Bazemore. Then there's Smart, and it's Levine in at the 5. Bucket is good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Neto. Plays it up and banks it in.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
Right side Levine. And Adams sends it back. They recover it. Collins, good. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's the natural. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
That's why you can't let yourself get in this deeper hole. Very little time now to climb out.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. Payne, he's checked in for Zach Levine. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 18. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke, right? I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
There's a good screen. There's the steal. Here's the machine. He's covered by Gay, and he gets it to go.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. That's foul number 2 for him. Both teams will make substitutions. Payne kicks to Young. Chris, you look at the way the game is played now. We have seen some retired players say it is soft.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is soft when you look through their lens. That's true. But that's the way that the game is today. And so if you're a fan just coming to the game now, or, you know, if this is the game you love, you accept it and you keep moving on. As long as the fans love it, as long as the players are having fun with it. But definitely, compared to the 80s, to the 90s, there's no doubt about it that the game is soft as far as physical play. But at the same time, look what it's produced. It has allowed players to show the beauty of an offensive jump shot, of an offensive move, and also made defenders get that much better because you have to move laterally and can't use your hands to guard.
The first one falls. The Machines check in for Derek Favors. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Rudy Gay. Payne hits them both. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Neto, the pass to the Machine. Here's Neto, outside for Barea. Connects from three-point range.
You can't lay that pass in there any better.
Now here's Payne, guarded by Barea. And Young kicks to Payne. He feeds it to Bazemore. Three-pointer. The Hawks again can't hit. Inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Now here's Payne, and so they get the victory here at home. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie.
Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Well, it was the Toronto Raptors winning their last game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance, felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. The talented Lowry and DeRozan pair in the backcourt. Kenneth Faried is out there with Anunoby, and it's Valanciunas in at the center position. Here's Anunoby, 6 to shoot, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That's his first foul. Here's DeRozan. Outside Lowry. 6 to shoot. Back to DeRozan. That's tipped. Here's the natural. Uses the glass to finish the layup. The natural's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Now, here's Lowry. Feeds to Valanciunas. The machine passes to the natural. It's good. The natural's got his second basket of the night.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
Fast break. Here we go. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
Now, here's Valanciunas. Outside Lowry. They get it back. Got a piece of it. And Simmons kicks to Favors, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul. It's called on Toronto. So both teams changing it up here. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. And there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. That's his first foul. Johnson, he's checked in for the machine. Pass to Miles. And there's the feed to Pirtle. Here's Magruder. And the Raptors miss again.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
Now here is Pirtle. And Miles kicks to Magruder.
Got to be more careful. Can't pick up 2 fouls this early on. You just can't.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the night right here. And the first one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second. Here's Rain Man. He's covered by Livingston. Here's Rain Man. And so it's the home team, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Back right after this. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, what's your take on the home team? So here's Magruder. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play, setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got Pirtle, also C.J. Miles out there. Livingston is out there with Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Magruder in at the shooting guard. Raptors trail by 7. From the line, nice jump shot, good. Livingston's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Toronto. And Adams kicks to Neto. Here's Rain Man, defended by Miles. And they pick up 2.
And, you know, Kevin, they count on him to provide offense, and he knows how to fill it up.
Rain Man's gone 2 of 3 from the field. In the corner, Miles with it. Off target from three-point range. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Guys, Raptors coach Dwayne Casey talked about the chemistry on his team. He said, we couldn't be better. There's no ego, no hidden agendas. Guys understand their roles. Kyle Lowry told me, we're a complete team, 15 deep, and we really mean that. You never know whose time it's going to be. Kevin?
DA depth is a crucial part of any team's success. Knowing you can rely on your teammates to step up is huge. So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection, in a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
Checked in for Simmons. And so here's Toronto. It's a 10-point game. Screen by Fareed. Outside DeRozan. He feeds it to Lowry. Lets it go with a 3. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
And that's Lowry's shot right there. Always looking to capitalize from that range. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Out to the right wing. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Barea. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barea. Raptors trail by 9. Anunoby passes to Pirtle. Toronto working the ball around now. Screen by Fareed. Lets a floater go. Anunoby, good.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Here's Rain Man, Hurdle with the steal.
And 2 for 1, that's what they'd like to get right now.
That would be ideal, and that's exactly what they'll try to do. They don't need to rush it, just need to get a quality shot, and quickly.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. It's stolen by Barea. And here we go. Fast break. Barea's got it. Here's Rain Man. Here's the Machine. Tries again. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. The Machine's got 4 points this quarter.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
And so it's the home team with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a brute.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal. Taking a look at this home squad. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot?
And that will wrap up our...
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. You look at the natural. He's been playing really well.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them and really few force.
Raptors trail by 10. They've got Rain Man. The natural out there with Simmons. Then there's Favors, and it's the Machine in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. Killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Lowry has it in the corner. No good on the three. Lowry's gone 1 of 3 on the night. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's 8 points for the Machine.
Boy, I like how fast, how quickly he went up with the shot, realizing that his man had no chance.
Outside Lowry. And it's Lowry again missing. Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
Here's the Machine from beyond the arc and then some. The Machine's got 7 now in this quarter.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Toronto calls timeout. One guy has been getting it done as the Machine.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Both teams will make substitutions. 1:46 left to play in the third. Raptors trail by 17. There's a screen. Valanciunas sets a screen for Lowry. The dish now to Valanciunas. To halt the run. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Got to find a way to energize themselves, get going. 0 for 3. They're looking for their rhythm right now.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. That's tipped. 1:11 left in the third. Kicks to Valanciunas. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Livingston dishes to Valanciunas. And Adams sends it back. Here's the machine. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Boy, he's dangerous right now. He feels like he's making every shot he puts up.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tony Allen. That's his first foul. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Toronto. Rodney Magruder comes in for Kyle Lowry. And DeRozan kicks to Poeltl. Just 5 on the clock. Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one. So both teams making some changes here. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Here's the natural, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has, to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
And so it's the home team, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
They're playing harder, they're cutting hard.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got Livingston. Poeltl is out there with Kenneth Faried. And it's Magruder in at the 2-guard spot. Rain Man misses the 3. Raptors trail by 18. To the middle. Here's Anunoby. Here's Faried. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Boy, I like watching him get after it on the glass now, staying active, and usually that leads to good things.
Here's the natural. He's covered by Livingston. Here's Rain Man. There's the pass to the natural. Hands it from downtown.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down. I'm always appreciative of the aggressive mindset. Get it down in the paint and go to work with confidence.
It's not going to go for him. Raptors trail by 16. Here's Anunoby. And Derek Favors pulls it down.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Simmons checked in for J.J. Barea. And then for Toronto, Valanciunas is checked in for Poeltl. And it's Lowry in for Rodney Magruder. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Livingston kicks to Faried. Fast break. Here we go.
Get it! Throw down there, man.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Greg. I mean, they're in a groove right now, up big, hard to envision them losing this lead.
Knocks it loose. And here's the fast break. Here's Rain Man, and the layup is good. Rain Man's got 4 this quarter.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Hey, that's a big piece of the pie when you're talking about winning basketball, fast break points. I mean, because most of the time, those are easy hoops.
Tries from 16, and that's good for 2.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Yeah, he's clicking right now, and at the right time, too, Greg. I mean, playing with a bunch of confidence in this fourth quarter.
Livingston kicks to Lowry. Simmons passes to Raymond. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
And, you know, this is what's needed at this point in the game, Greg. The great teams know how to close it out.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Can they get it? To the paint. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lowry from outside. And again, no good by Toronto. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Beyond the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. 12 seconds left in the game. Here's Allen. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Boy, like his intensity, Greg. He's not afraid to take it straight to the rack on the bigger defender. Right at it.
And so they get the victory here at home. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.